It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Howdy, folks. Welcome to this edition of Sticks-n-Stonez. Things are working about as normal. FUBAR, for those of you that have military experience, you know what I mean. Nothing's working right today. The live stream came on just like it should, so hey, there's that. My wireless microphones were both dead. They don't have anything on them to tell you when they're about to go dead. They just go dead. So I need to recharge them. So I got one of them plugged up here, but you can't use it while it's recharging. So then I had to figure out what the hell else am I going to do. So I had to go scramble around, see what I could find. And I'm just using my normal headphone wired for taking calls. So I hope that you can hear me. I'll turn up the volume over here and see if I can hear myself. I think. A little behind, but that's the way it is. So yeah, kind of scrambling. This was going to be a really great, really great live stream. Everything's going to be all right. It was all going to work out. Yeah, not so much. So I am, as usual, trying to get everything done while I'm talking to you, wasting time so that I can get everything done. So I think I'm ready. What do I have for you today? I do have a great pairing today. I am pairing a Calumet Farm 8-year-old Kentucky Straight Bourbon whiskey, a batch size of less than 50 barrels. This batch is CA8L09. And I am pairing that with a Nica Libre Sungrown. A little more about that in a minute. But I think this pairing is going to be very approachable. I think it'll satisfy basically all palates, from newbies to the seasoned enthusiasts. I think it'll give us some bold flavors, but some balance as well. And I think they are going to go really well together and really cohese together. So we're gonna see how it goes, and they both do it really without breaking the bank. So now the cigar, the Nica Libre Sungrown, is crafted by AJ Fernandez in Nicaragua. It is a budget-friendly stick that is often likened to like a Padron Anniversary Maduro. It's kind of got a pretty full-bodied profile, but it's like $5 to $7 a stick as opposed to like 20, which is a steal. I mean, you get that kind of price for a stick that can keep up with the Padron. That's pretty good. This is a Robusto. It is 5.5 by 50 on the ring gauge. The filler is Nicaraguan long filler with a Nicaraguan Habano wrapper, binder, and a Nicaraguan sun-grown wrapper. Filler, binder, wrapper. All right, I think I kind of got stumbled up on my words there. I think I got them all right, though. Now, visually, it is a beautiful stick. It's kind of got a little bit of a reddish-brown hue to it. Not a lot, but a little. It's got a soft box press, which means it does have square sides, but it has rounded corners. I like that. There are a few sticks that come like really tight box pressed. It's one of my favorite cigars that comes that way, and that is the Java. The Java by Drew Estate is very very straight corners, creased, box pressed. It's box pressed. It is a really great cigar, but I prefer the rounded corners. I guess it's just for the feel. It has tight and visible seams. Really minimal veining. As a matter of fact, on the top of the cigar, there's almost no veins at all. The ones that are there are just very not very visible. I'm stumbling around like crazy today. And then on the bottom side, there are a couple of fairly pronounced veins, but that's it. On the nose, it's got a nice earthy kind of, sorry, I'm gonna turn the ball game on, kind of musty barnyard kind of aroma to it. I turned that down too because I don't want any copyright infringements or the NBA coming after me. And you also get some chocolate and maybe just some hints of leather. Now let's go ahead and give it a cut and test the cold draw. Actually, I guess I could say that, oh, and it does have a very large double cap. I guess I could say that, because I just realized this as I'm looking at my notes, I guess I started going awry last night when I was making notes for today. I normally start with the spirit and then go to the cigar. I did this backwards. Sorry. On the cold draw. Predominantly a really soft, leathery kind of sensation on the cold draw, but there is some hints of like mocha or coffee. Maybe some slight hints of pepper, and then also some notes of wood. I wouldn't necessarily say cedar. Actually, probably more of like an oak, but it does have a little bit of woodiness to it. So let's go ahead and light it up. This actually kind of looks like one band, but then when you turn it around, you can tell it is two. So I'm gonna peel off the mid band. There we go. And Rocky Patel Envoy 5 torch. I believe if you're going to do it right. Right away, you get a very, very big blast of pepper. Then you get these kind of sweeter notes of like a cashew, not like a peanut, more oily and softer, which is the way I consider a cashew. I love cashews. They're my top 1 or 2 favorite. My top 3 favorite type of nuts are cashews, macadamias, and pistachios. And I don't know, macadamia probably a little farther down the list because they are very oily, so it'd probably be like number 3, but I do like them. Like white chocolate macadamia nut cookies. Yeah, you put anything in a cookie, you can pretty much eat it. Well, you kind of say that fruit cake is sort of like a cookie, and I hate fruit cake. Ugh. Anyway, You get also some cedar, maybe kind of a wet cedar, and I think I already said notes of leather in there. And then on the retro inhale, you get more black pepper, and then you also get kind of like a citrusy note.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.